2, 3.
Check out this super average build!
Alright, that's good. So I wanted to show you guys how I solved a little problem that I had in the studio. I recently got some new monitors, as you can see behind me, and they're very big. Compared to my last ones, they were the Mackie CR3s. They're pretty small, like little 3-inch speaker. These are huge in comparison to those, and they're big for the space, but they sound great. It just envelops me in a wall of sound, and that's exactly what I wanted. So the challenge was I had to completely redesign the space just to fit the monitors and make them work in here. I initially had them on books, and although I liked the books, wasn't the greatest permanent solution. So what I wanted to do was create some stands that were going to bring the monitors to ear level for a better listening experience. Searched around on the internet, on YouTube for some designs that I liked, and I ended up finding one from a channel called I Like to Make Stuff. He had these really great music stand designs that I took inspiration from. So in thinking about the design of these stands, I wanted to use a wood that was special to me. And I couldn't think of any other wood that was more special than this, the wood used for this bass right here. This is a Warwick Thumb 5-string. Me and this bass go back a long way. Very special to me. And the wood that's used is called bubinga and Wenge, or Wenge. Wenge. So first, I wanted to take it to the next level, learn a new skill, and just really take my time. And since I was going to be using wood that was very special and expensive and rare, then I wanted to be super respectful of the wood. So I went over to my buddy Dan's house, and he helped me plane it down with the jointer and the planer and square it up so it was a nice, beautiful finish and ready to work with. So here's the project. I kind of know what I'm doing, but yeah, cut these out, and then I'm just gonna glue them together. Glue them together, and that'll be my top. Friends, so here's kind of where I'm at now. Made a lot of modifications along the way that I'm definitely happy about. You'll see the finished product and even the rough draft, but here are the pieces. And I kind of cut out these little notches so that the legs could fit right in place so they mount flush. I numbered them because they're, you know, they're not perfect, so they each go in their own little pocket. But yeah, I'm pretty much to that point where all sanded, and now I just need to glue it up. I've shared that the inspiration for this was Bob at I Like to Make Stuff, and he had a studio stand, or a studio monitor stand or speaker stand that he made, and that's kind of the design I was basing it off from. But as I went, I found that I wanted to make this little modification here. The materials themselves actually sort of sometimes dictate. Can you see that? I love this wood. The materials themselves can dictate what wants to be done sometimes, you know? So anyway, I let the materials just kind of tell me what wanted to happen. yeah, just super stressful, man. My wife knows it. My wife knows it. She actually is responsible for, well, quite metaphorically, she is the glue that holds me together and holds our family together. And quite literally, she always does whenever I need to glue a project or a project that involves tape or anything sticky. I don't know what it is. I don't like sticky. I think it's probably because you have to have patience and it's not mechanical. It's very, it's more of an art than a science. And so I lose when I have to do anything tapey or sticky or gluey. So this project is really all came together because of her, which is really the story of my life. So I used this tongue oil finish, and so far it's turned out really well. I like it. Here it is. This is 2 coats. So I did learn a few things throughout this project. Patience definitely being the biggest one. Generally, I am not the most patient person, especially with a creative activity. I kind of just, I get involved in the moment and I just want to get it done, and messes abound. But this time, the materials demanded respect. And I knew that what that meant was that I was just going to have to take my time. And I think one thing that was really important that I learned throughout this process too was just what I'm capable of and what the average person is capable of. When you set your mind to something and when you engage patience and when you respect the materials and when you take your time. If every step along the way throughout the process was given time and attention to detail, then you're going to end up with something that you're proud of at the end. And I think that's something that was important to me that I learned here. But also so stay tuned for more super average content. I've got a lot more planned, a lot more cool stuff. And until then, stay super average. We'll see you next time.
Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I can't say it.